Good morning. Sunday the 30th of July. How are you? Brew day. Not normally on a Sunday, normally Saturday, but yesterday was the summer fair of a local sports club where I'm a member. I know, sports club, right? Not that kind of sports. Met some great people that I've not met before and met some old friends that I've not seen for a while. Had a few beers and had some fun. There was axe throwing and catapults and crossbows and all kinds of fun things to do. So yeah, had a really good time. But that means we've got to push the brew into today and we are making Marston Dragon. I say we are making Marston Dragon. I am not making Marston Dragon. Elliot is making Marston Dragon for the first time, under my supervision of course, but I'm just going to chill and clean some casks and do a bit of other stuff around the brewery while he gets on with it. And I'll be there on hand to dive in and rescue any unexpected situations. Been looking at can designs for the last few days as well. These aren't finished yet, they're just prototypes, but you know, we can spend a load of money on some cartoony, very up-to-date, modern can designs. Everybody's doing that, right? I mean, you go into the bottle shop or the can shop now, it's just a wall of cartoons. This looks like the front of the Beano. And I do like them, but I don't think it would, we wouldn't be differentiated, right? We wouldn't stand apart from them. So, and I'm not saying ours are better or worse, but in a sea of cartoon can designs, I think some solid blocks of colour might stand out reasonably well. So we've gone for these at the moment, and we're also looking at maybe adding a bit more depth with, this is Elliot's suggestion because he's a bit more creative than me, with like a watermark behind the logo just to add a bit more depth to it as the Marston Dragon one. So playing with that idea as well. And don't get all excited about the lager because we've never made that, and I'm planning to. I think I just got to fit it in somewhere and have a play with the recipe, but it'll come at some point. So, oh, sorry. You didn't see that. Right, down to the brewery. And mission aborted. Got to the brewery, bright and early. Elliot all excited, ready to brew. And unfortunately, I'd not switched the hot water timer on. So we had no brewing water. We had a big tank of 21 degree water. I need 75. So, complete waste of time, unfortunately. So did a couple of other bits, come back, and we're going to go back at 2 o'clock. The water's heating up now. I've pointed a camera at the HLT timer so we can see it coming up to temp, and as soon as we're there, we'll go down and brew. But it's going to be 1,000 miles an hour this afternoon now, so I'm probably not going to get the opportunity to film it. But we will definitely show you a video next time of Elliot getting stuck into the brew, for sure. So I'm going to show you something else. We're at Sambus train station again. This time I've decided to book a cheeky day off work to attend the Great British Beer Festival with camera down in that there London. And I wasn't going to go, but then I was persuaded to by Jack and team from King's Lock, Middlewich. So we're all heading down. It's a group day out. I'll see you on the train. We're here. I've arrived at Olympia. Met Sean from Tom's Tap on the train. Wasn't expecting to see him, and actually his beer's on over there as well, so I'll have to enjoy a swift half of that in a little bit. But here we are. This is one of the halls. I'll show you the format with some close-ups in a minute, but essentially lots of beer, lots of people. This is the trade session, so not quite open to the public yet, but will be from this evening. And honestly, from what I've seen so far, get yourselves down if it's possible. It looks seriously good. Jack and the gang from the King's Lock have just wandered into the next hall, so I'm going to follow them in there and have a little look around. And plus I need my second breakfast. I'm really hungry again. And if you're drinking beer, you're going to need crisps, aka chips, for our American cousins. And this company make them on the farm, just crisps, as you can see.
just crisps and nothing else apart from hollandaise sauce and rapeseed oil. But nice to see. Homemade in the UK. Beautiful. VikingDrinkingHorns.com. No beer festival would be complete without a Viking drinking horn booth. I saw these at Nottingham Beer Festival last year. When you first arrive, you look at them and say, who the hell would buy one of those? I'm not wasting my money. And by the end of the day, you're strangely drawn in and feel the need to acquire one to drink from. Unfortunately, often lost or smashed on the way home. These look very good quality, actually. I'm not tempted yet. I'm only on my second half pint, but I'm sure I'll be back. Oh Lord, scratchings. Again, I better explain for our American cousins, because there are more and more of you watching now. Welcome to this silly little channel. Pork scratchings are exactly what you would expect. If you scratch the skin off a pig and then you fry it, that's what you get. You cover it in salt. Beautiful. This is what they look like. Sounds horrific. Absolutely beautiful. Tasty. And an absolute necessity with English cask ale. In my view, but I'm biased. And pies too. Proper pies. Pastry all the way round. Do you know Simon? Have you ever seen his sausage?
There's sauces, ketchup and things on the table there.
I feel cheated. It didn't go in the chopper. There'll be one in a minute. I might have to just buy one at this rate. We are at the sausage centre. The centre of sausages. He's going to run this machine for me now because I'm just fascinated. Oh my, did you see that? That is fast. That's faster than I can chop a sausage. Amazing. I definitely want to pull that machine apart and see how it works, but he won't let me unless I want to clean it.
Yeah, come back later and clean it. You find out how it works then.
He said come back later and clean it. Fantastic, yeah, thank you. I'd love to talk about every single beer that I drink, but I'm having little thirds, so I can't get them all down, but this one's really good. From Ben's Brewery in Lancashire. It's called All Right Treacle Toffee Stout. It is actually very, very nice. Not my usual type of beer, but I could definitely sup a few of those. I might have to look them up. I don't know where in Lancashire. Not sure. While I was there, I also met a man called Tim, who goes, "Where do I know you from?" So then he worked it out, and we had a good chat. I thought he was from up north like me, but unfortunately he had to relocate to the south. It's a sad state of affairs. I have lost absolutely everybody. Sean disappeared off to get his breakfast. He should have finished by now, even if it was his usual 3 courses. And then Jack, Martin and Suzanne said, we're heading into this hall, the hall that we're in now. We're heading into this hall, and I've lost him. It's a little bit noisy, but I think I can probably get him a text or something. I keep ending up at this sports scratching stand. I'm going to keep walking. It's not good. Found Sean at last. He's had his breakfast. He said it was filling but unusual, whatever that means. And also found Mars, who we've been chatting on Twitter and having a laugh for a little while. And first time we've met. So. Right, well, I'm suitably luncheoned. Wagyu Burger. Fire fries? Not fireflies. Fire fries. £14. I don't know. Captive audience, I suppose. And the guys that are selling it clearly have had to... hello. The guys that are selling it clearly have had to pay for their pictures here as well, which I'm sure aren't cheap. Anyway, it was a very tasty burger. I bought it from next door to Simon's Sausage. I don't recall the name of the place though. but it was all right. So if you're coming down, pay him a visit, not bad. Some other stuff's a bit random. There's like a cake shop, there's a sweet shop. If you want some Henley's chocolate balls. And a few charity things, Woodland, and there's a wildlife charity as well, a little bit further along. I was looking at earlier, Save the Wood Mouse, or the Dormouse, or some sort of mouse. Anyway. So I think we've done the full circuit now. I think I've seen pretty much everything here. There's plenty of seating. I can imagine this place is going to get seriously busy later. But there's sufficient seating for the trade session. I do very much doubt that there's going to be sufficient seating for people to sit and enjoy a beer or two once the general public come in. And I'm just wondering how many of these people are actually in the trade and how many have sneaked in. Well, that's all right. It is definitely filling up a bit now. We have just had over there somewhere Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who's HMRC, and I guess it's probably not him specifically, to be fair. It's HM His Majesty, but you know, fair enough, the government has to take some responsibility. Who's just completely trashed all the beer duty rules over the last few months, and actually the launch of the new beer duty regulations is today. And it's absolute chaos right now out there, as you're about to see when you go to the pub over the next few weeks and see the prices all over the place. Anyway, Rishi was here. I can hear someone over there, I don't know if you can get that, singing "What a load of rubbish." I'm wondering if Mr. Sunak is still in our company. Let's go over and see if we can spot him. And there he is, Mr. Sunak himself. I'm just going to try and zoom. Up there, just concluding his interview, Mr. Rishi Sunak, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. He's actually stood on a couple of pallets. I don't know if you can see him because he's only a cull. And the chorus from down here of "What a load of rubbish." Amazing. I don't know, I missed this bit before, but there's another set of booths here. Fine Ales, Ossett, Bishop Nip, Dorking, Iron Pier, and our internet favourite, Lord's Brewing Co. Can't see anyone I recognise. I guess it's their beer, but not their guys. Unless you are here, and I'm just not looking hard enough. But what have they brought? They brought New Wave IPA. They brought the Bandon Car Irish Porter, and Sunshine State West Coast Pale. I shall have to sample one or two of those shortly. 5 p.m. and the doors have opened to the public, and it's just got a heck of a lot busier. I just went over to the US section, should we call it, the Broad Arrow Tavern, including beers from the USA, and asked for anything from the Midwest. Anything. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, nothing. East Coast, West Coast, nothing in the middle. Maybe have a chat with Camera in the UK over here. gbbf.org.uk. It'll be good to see a few more of you guys. Back in the room. Got back from London last night, about 10:30, I think it was, 10:15. Elliot picked me up, brought me back here. And what a great day, really good. Some good beers, but just looking at social media this morning, it wasn't really about the beer, strangely, for a beer festival for me. And for some of the other guys, I agree with what they're saying. It was a great opportunity to meet people and network and connect with friends, old and new.
And I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad I went. I was planning not to, I think. It was really Jack that bullied me into it. So thank you, Jack. On until the 5th. 1st until the 5th. It's the 2nd right now. So I'll get this video up if you do fancy it. Olympia in London. And definitely recommended. I enjoyed it. This weekend, we should have some cans and we should have some bottles. I'm still missing a few labels, but we're going to do a bit of packaging. I think I've got another brew of Marston Dragon to do, so we'll get that done. And if it's interesting, I'll stick it on video. See you next time.